Over the next 30 years, affluent baby boomers will pass $100 trillion to their children. It's the largest transfer of wealth in history. The inheritors are already committed to clean food, clean water, clean energy, a prospect that fills Joel Solomon with joy. For more than 30 years, he's been at the center of a group of innovative organizations, private businesses, not-for-profits, foundation, educational institutions, deploying millions and millions of dollars to transform his adopted home of British Columbia. He's now sharing what he's learned in a book called The Clean Money Revolution. Clean money is about love. It's arising from our collective caring for each other and this planet.
When I was diagnosed with the family genetic kidney disease, it was definitely startling. I had not experienced the deaths of cousins and aunts and uncles and things. They had died before my time, grandparents, things like that. But when I was diagnosed and they said you could live a long time or you could live 2 years and there's nothing you can really do about it, that shook me up a lot. And it caused me, ultimately, I didn't really realize this at the beginning of what I was out doing, but I spent a lot of time searching for what's the meaning and purpose of my life.
You had an insight that seems to me to have been another really formative one, which is that since the kidney is designed to clean your blood, then you presumably can help yourself by getting your blood cleaner before it goes in there and not putting so much of a strain on it.
Yeah, that was the first, the really first important insight, because I asked the doctors at the time, we're talking 70s, and I said, well, what can I do? Well, you can't really do anything. And I said, but the kidney's filtering my blood. What is it filtering and where does it come from? And ultimately, what am I eating? And I can't read the ingredients on this label. Are they really okay for me or not? And effectively, I reached a point where who do you ask these questions to? You can get every answer you want. But that began the journey of attempting to really explore for myself. And I probably talk about this in the book, but my first experience of, I'm going to go into a health food store. I need to understand what the alternatives are. And I was so bewildered by the products and things that I was seeing on the shelves, I didn't really recognize them, so I walked through the store to the back, saw peanut butter, bought a jar, went across the street, took a deep breath and said, okay, what was all that stuff? So, that's how unusual, not that many decades ago, the idea that food mattered, post-industrial revolution era, was. And so, yeah, it led me into my career ultimately. But to tie that back to that thinking then led me to, as I struggled with money, what does it mean that I have money? What am I supposed to do with it? Am I supposed to design my life around making it, or am I design my life around what matters and then figure out money, and how do I do all of that? The drive to understand where my money is, where it comes from, what the bank is doing with my money, what are stocks and bonds, what's in a retirement fund, and these kind of things are just as important as how was my food grown, how did it affect workers, how does it affect the waterway systems as chemicals run off into the water and things like this. So all of that came back together for me, struggling with, I guess, how did my family make money, how was I going to deal with money, how am I dealing with my health, and it all came together for me over a long period of time that symbolically and metaphorically, if the kidney is here to clean my blood, and otherwise I die, and that shouldn't I look at who cleans my money? Where's the kidney? And the kidney's actually me. I have to take that responsibility.
If you're going to try and have clean food, you kind of have to have clean economics too, right?
Should.
It seems like they just naturally would go together.
Well, that's my feeling, and that helped me demystify money and feel, I guess, become more empowered about it rather than helpless in the face of it.
Well, we all live together in this one society, and the toxins spread no matter what you do, right? To some extent.
Right. And we all must think about money at some level.
Now, the book is called The Clean Money Revolution. How would you define clean money?
Well, I had a struggle with that title. I would have liked to have called it Cleaner Money, which I think is more accurate. I am a relativist about these things. And now I feel good about it because it just puts an exclamation point out to be discussed. And the purpose, I don't know what I actually know about anything, but I have my views and I have what I've learned and I have what I think I know. My purpose is to stimulate conversation and cause questions. So clean money or cleaner money would be examined money. Who's it affecting and how? Who and where is it affecting and how? And I feel a responsibility to ask those questions about money I'm involved with, and I believe that this is a message that can help a lot of people simply to just start asking those questions.
Joel Solomon, businessman, visionary, investor, philanthropist, and now author of The Clean Money Revolution. A regenerative economy is at the heart of our sustainable future. As Joel Solomon says, without clean money, no other sector will change. If you want to know more about the greening of the economy, you might have a look at our interviews with eco-investor Andrew Heinzman, Patagonia founder Yvon Chouinard, and sustainability consultant Amy Larkin. For The Green Interview, I'm Silver Donald Kemp.